Good morning. This is Paul Finkelstein from Behind the Camera. I'm with my online and offline cafe, or OMG, as it's been known to be called. Today in South Palm Beach County, broadcasting from Bellamar Senior Living Community, we have Sara Finkelstein, a registered financial consultant and a registered Social Security analyst. Hi, Sara. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Today, I want to talk about the power of leveraging dollars. Are you familiar with that term? You probably are. Maybe you don't realize it, but have you ever purchased a car? I'm sure you have. Many of us have purchased multiple cars over our lifetimes. And how did you pay for that purchase? Did you pay cash or did you do an auto loan? Many times people will do an auto loan. And that is the power of leveraging your dollars. Being able to make a big purchase today, cars could be 40, 50, 60,000 or even more. And you may not have the funds or wish to use your funds to pay for your vehicle in full. So what do? You purchase it by using a down payment and also an auto loan. Same thing happens with houses, your home. Have you ever purchased a home? I'm sure you have. Have you paid in full for your home? Most people do not. So, what do they do in order to have that home to live in? They get a mortgage. Again, they put a down payment and they pay over time for the purchase of the home. Otherwise, many of us would just not be able to purchase a home. So that is the power of leveraging dollars. It's really powerful and used by everyone. But let me also talk to you about the power of pennies on the dollar. Do you have any life insurance? Have you ever purchased life insurance? Life insurance is a prime example of pennies on the dollar. In other words, you use a few pennies to buy many dollars worth of benefits. In the example of life insurance, it's a face amount of death benefit that you purchase for a few pennies that provide many dollars of coverage. Of course, the younger you are, the more inexpensive that life insurance is. That is using pennies to buy many dollars of coverage. And life insurance provides a tax free death benefit to your beneficiaries. Some life insurance policies also offer living benefits while you are alive. Explore those and see which is right for you. But there are many different types of life insurance. Also, utilizing the concept of pennies on the dollar is long term care. So, we are today sitting in an assisted living community in Delray Beach, which these communities are not cheap. Long term care insurance is another way to use the concept of pennies on the dollar. For example, you maybe your premium, it depends, these plans are customizable, but you may purchase a plan that might cost you 5,000 a year, 3,000 a year. It all depends on your age, your health at the time that you purchase it, and what kind of plan you want to purchase because it's up to you. You structure your own long-term care insurance plan. And what you're doing is you're using the concept of a few pennies to purchase many dollars of coverage. So back to my example, maybe your premium is $5,000 for the year, but it provides you with maybe 300,000, 400,000, or $500,000 worth of coverage. That is the concept of pennies on the dollar. Because for many people, if they had to come up with the funds, they would deplete their retirement account, their nest egg, their what they've worked for all those years to save for their golden years, for their retirement years, would be used up to pay for long term care. So, this is an idea that is very powerful, the idea of using pennies to purchase many dollars of coverage. And in terms of long term care, we know that the longer we live, the greater the chances are that at one point we will need long term care. And many Americans are just not planning for it, either because they're not aware of the risks, which is 70% of people over 65 will need long term care, or maybe they just feel it'll never happen to them. Maybe they're very healthy, but good health is not guaranteed to anyone. So, Benjamin Franklin said, if you've heard my other podcasts, I bring up Benjamin Franklin a lot. He said, people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. So, it's all about planning. You can have your dream home, you can have your sports car, it's all based on how you plan and how you budget yourself because budgets are very, very important. We all need to have a written down budget so we're aware of where our money is going. It's a shame to waste dollars because once those dollars are gone, they're gone. You can't get them back. So that's why it's really important to have a budget. And getting back to the long term care, it really is what I call a family affair. Families should gather and talk about how they want to handle that extreme probability. Again, 70% of people over 65 will need long term care. People are living longer. It's not uncommon for people to live to 100 or beyond. So we need to plan appropriately for that situation. And if you would like more information about life insurance or long term care, how to plan for it, feel free to reach out. I welcome a friendly conversation. And we do a monthly newsletter. So we can put you on our newsletter list. You can get the newsletter every month. And also check in with us about our Zoom educational programs.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I'm Paul Finkelstein. For those of you that are just tuning in, we'll leave this on in the archives on my YouTube as well as hers. But that being said, can you tell us a little bit about where you're broadcasting from? I believe it's called Bella Mar Senior Living Community off of Atlantic Avenue and Via Flora Road in South Palm Beach County or Delray Beach.
Yes, absolutely. So, yes, we are in Bellamar. It's a beautiful assisted living community in Delray Beach. I think it might be maybe 4 or 5 years old. We have more and more of these assisted living communities cropping up everywhere. And the newer, the more beautiful, and the more expensive they are. I believe units in here might go for $6,000 a month and up. That's just for the base rent. And then on top of that, depending upon how much care an individual needs, they add on what's called levels of care, which might be another $500 to $2,000 a year on average, depending upon where one is living. So planning for this is very important. No retirement plan is complete without a good long-term care plan in place.
Can you tell us about the networking group that actually meets here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock in person from 8 to 9 o'clock as we are? Today is Wednesday from 8 to 9. You can come next week. Tell us about the networking group that we've been meeting over 100 people at this location.
Yes, it's very informal, very unusual group in that we sit around a couch and chairs, kind of very informal, like having a talk with your friends and really getting to know each other on a more personal level because you know what they say. You do business with those people that you know, like, and trust. And that's what we do here at Wednesday morning networking.
So you definitely recommend meeting in person and coming on next Wednesday at 8 o'clock for just an hour of your time. There's no charge, just to mingle, and it's a little bit to step up from a one-to-one if there's more than two of us here. Uh, of course, we're two of us, Paul and Sara Finkelstein. We love to have you, the business owner, the business leader in Delray Beach, or if you're in the neighboring towns, Boynton Beach or Boca Raton, come join us next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. What else could you say about networking? Do you have any tips? I know that there's like this one formula that some people expect an instant referral. Paul actually likes to say the three method, which is you could either be a resource, a friend, or a client. Could you tell us about the resource, friend, or client method?
Yeah, absolutely. You never know who you're going to meet. but it does take time to develop relationships. So I have had over the years where I've attended networking groups, and it's a fluke, really, if you get business right at the start. So you have to give it time, you have to be patient, and just be open to helping other people build their businesses. Sometimes people come with the intent of getting something out of it and they just care about themselves. But really, it's better when we help each other to think of ways to build each other's businesses.
Can you tell us a little bit about bringing guests to a meeting? Would you recommend somebody bring a guest with them or just come by themselves?
Absolutely. The more the merrier. We encourage people to bring guests because we want to build our group, grow our group, and that's how we do it, by inviting more people to come and check us out and join the group.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, everybody online, as well as you, Sarah, in our live studio here, broadcasting from Bellamar Senior Living Community off Atlantic Avenue in Villa Flora in South Palm Beach County and Delray Beach. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We're going to continue our meeting here up until 9 o'clock. We got some serious work to do and some serious business to do. If you have serious business to do, definitely come back Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Now, everybody, as we go off the air, you can see this video. It'll be up in the archives on YouTube as well. You can check it out at omgtalk.com. That's omgtalk.com. Click through my online cafe, and the top little symbol for YouTube is how to see this video again.